And come from a varied background, and they sound great on tonight.
Every night. They're really talented. Thank them for their sacrifice. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, they sound fantastic, don't they? This town is so proud of the Third ID and everything they bring to this community.
It would not be the same without them.
They are a crowd favorite.
Always so excited for this generation of soldiers to see how all the communities truly embrace them. And we know that Hinesville is certainly unique in that they really get it. Everyone here gets it, how important our military is to our country, and always give them the kind of support that they deserve.
Yes.
We saw people give them a standing ovation, which is always beautiful.
Oh, yes, it's fantastic. It's great to see them in and around the community.
And up next, we have the Liberty County Board of Commissioners, our chairman, Mr. Donald Lovett.
Yes,
and the commissioners.
Yeah, Mr. Lovett family has lived here in the Taylors Creek community for generations. Got into politics as a result of a letter that was sent to an editor encouraging changes and seeing those changes being done.
All right, and follow right behind him, Liberty County Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Justin Frazier. Of course, you know that he's a native of this area. He's serving as the chairman of the Young Democrats of Liberty County, vice chairman of the Hinesville Development Authority as well, and many other activities. He's always really busy, isn't he?
Always.
I didn't know he had a barbershop until recently. I don't know where
I didn't know that.
He's
very active.
Shout out to Just Cuts. That's the name. Justin Frazier, Just Cuts.
And I think that if I remember correctly, when he was elected, he was one of the youngest elected officials in the state of Georgia, perhaps.
Yeah. He's doing a fantastic
and I
job.
think he's still one of the youngest commissioners.
Has so much energy, you know, and he has so much energy. Is involved in every part of the community.
It looks like we've got our mayor that has just arrived, Mayor Alan Brown, a native of Hinesville, Georgia, and he is also one of the crowd favorites. He's attended Bradwell High School, the class of 1965, began a career in real estate, served as city administrator and a council member, and this is his third go-round as the mayor of the city of Hinesville.
That is awesome.
Wearing his signature tennis shoes.
He is truly beloved. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And we have exiting now is Miss Vicki Nelson. Councilwoman Vicki Nelson is with us, resident of Hinesville for 23 years. Married, has 3 children, Bachelor's of Arts in Sociology from the University of Maryland. And this is her first term here for the city of Hinesville as a council member. And we have the crowd going wild for Mr. Keith Jenkins, Councilman Keith Jenkins. He's a post instructor for law enforcement and loves his city.
And this is the sheriff's office.
Yeah, this is a float for the sheriff's office. They chose the Monopoly board game because of the association between the law enforcement and the jail.
I love that float.
Yeah, and he chose this game because of the steps it takes either to go to the jail or bypass the jail. Thank you, law enforcement, for bypass. Yes.
And this is our Liberty County Board of Education coming up with Superintendent Dr. Franklin Perry, Ms. Lily Baker, and Mrs. Verdell Jones.
Yeah, Dr. Perry's done such a great job with the school system here since he's came in, and we're just so excited of the job that he's doing.
And here's our Teacher of the Year, Ms. Christy Craven, for 2018-2019. Want to say congratulations to her. Teachers are amazing, and of course we're trying to talk over fire trucks. So
yes, that is the fire truck of the Liberty County school system. Cancer survivors are represented on this float.
How beautiful! We love to see those pink trucks and all the support our communities give to those survivors.
The relay and Bark for Life, yeah, all the work that Miss Karen does with them. So excited about her.
Yes, and this school system is one of the better school systems in the area. They're one of the most technology-driven school systems in the state of Georgia, often recognized for the technology. They have contracts and do a lot of work with the Apple computer system to make sure that technology stays at the top of the par for this school system.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was able to be a part of just a few weeks ago the school system tapping in and talking to an astronaut that was still in space.
Wow.
And so the students got to do that, and it was such a delight and a unique opportunity for this area and these students that just piggybacking off of that technology piece and the great job they do.
Well, I tell you, Liberty County has always had an excellent school system. You know, we have to brag when we are a little product of it. I was in school down here until I was in this 8th grade. Went to Chatham County, and I mean, always the teachers were so caring. The community really rallied around the schools and supported the students, and they don't mind giving their hard-earned time and money to make sure that the kids have what they need here.
Yeah, and they're great students also. You know, Chick-fil-A, we employ teenagers, and we just have some of the greatest teenagers to pull from to be at our restaurant.
That's wonderful.
That's fantastic.
Wonderful. Speaking of great teenagers, look at this. Lewis Frazier Middle School Cheer Squad. They are the Patriots. And those girls are responsible for promoting the school spirit and support of the athletes at football and basketball games. Tonight, they are along with the STEP team spreading holiday cheer. And I'm sure they're going to give us a really great routine here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's check them out.
Nice reindeer antlers.
Uh-huh.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, rock. R-O-C-K, let's rock. Rock, R-O-C-K. Jingle bell, rock. Hey, 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 you just got rocked.
Awesome. Good job, girls.
Good job. They definitely have the vocal ability to be a cheer team. That was fantastic.
Loud and clear.
So impressive because they're middle school. I couldn't imagine what they're going to do when they go on to Liberty High and Bradwell.
That is
good
the
job.
Definition of potential.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I believe this is the STEP team with the same school coming behind them. You know, not so long ago, stepping was only for fraternities, and it's interesting how, you know, churches are into getting the kids involved as well as the schools.
It's an amazing show of discipline, and you can see it on display tonight. These young ladies step their little hearts out.
And one of the greatest things that they can do as teenagers is learn teamwork and learn to work well with others, and this is a great show of that.
Shows a lot of time and effort's been put in.
Good job. Lots of precision there. You did a great job, ladies. Again, that was the Lewis Frazier Middle School, the cheerleaders, followed by the STEP team.
Next up, we have Auto Styles. Different vehicle shows the different services they can provide, and all these beautiful cars that are being decorated by the Auto Styles crew. They do window tinting, car audio, remote start, rear entertainment. And these are the beautiful cars that have joined forces to display all that work.
Yeah. I can definitely tell that they do car audio.
I'm thinking so. What gave that away?
Sounds like they do a great job with car audio.
They got some thumping speakers there.
Yeah.
I love that with the dice from the Monopoly game on top of the little Beetle there.
And a throwback to the VW Beetle.
Oh, look at the lady dressed up as a speaker. How cute is that?
Yeah. Awesome. And look like they've got plenty of candy to pass out.
Oh, they will. Already they've won the crowd favorite since they're the first I've seen with candy.
Oh, yeah.
I think these are more of the beautiful cars that they work on.
That's a
Who doesn't love a Corvette?
All these Auto Styles, product of Auto Styles.
My favorite, the Jeep.
And I've never seen a Jeep with that with palm fronds on it before.
That's right.
I guess that's the jungle Jeep.
It looks like it came through the jungle. Several cars in this line from Auto Styles.
Is this one of those low rider trucks, or am I just, the perspective has me thinking it's lower than it
it's
really
definitely low.
Yeah, it's about 6 inches off the ground, so it's pretty low.
So this next car is coming from the city of Flemington, saying make your move to Flemington.
All right.
This car is covered like a checkerboard with lights driven by the city of Flemington, and it's driven by Mayor Paul Hawkins.
Awesome. Looking good tonight.
I like that. Make your move to Flemington.
All right, the city of Midway is making its entrance, making sure that we don't ignore them. We have a police car here and the Midway mayor and city council members, as well as the fire truck following very closely behind. Laverne Clancy Jr. serves as the mayor, and he's completing his first term. He's brought a lot of excitement to the Midway area since he has been in office. And I'm not even going to try to compete with the fire truck.
No.
I know those kids are going wild hearing those fire sirens like that.
That is the city of Midway putting their fire services on display.
It's always good to see fire trucks and parades with those horns blowing because we know there isn't an emergency.
All right.
Some more of our unsung heroes in every community. They're always there when we need them.
Always
Absolutely.
ready. And do an excellent job. All right, and we have the city of Riceboro with Mayor Alston and his elected officials. And then we have the Mayor Pro Tem that's riding here in this red car.
Well, you know, Riceboro's come a long way because when I was a kid growing up there, I don't even know that I don't think we had a mayor at all.
No.
And people just kind of whizzed by Riceboro because Highway 17 went through it on the city side. I lived on the countryside. So
They've made amazing strides.
there's a lot going on there now. So proud of the growth and the thoughtful growth that areas are doing now.
Well, such rich history comes from Riceboro, from this area all the way from revolutionary times to to now. I mean, such great thick history from the city of Riceboro.
And they had that wonderful festival every year, the Rice Fest, with some big name entertainers coming as well. They really put themselves on the map in a big way.
So we've got the Riceboro fire truck, and following behind them,
The Liberty County High School Marching Panther Band. We're so excited about them. They're in their outdoor ensemble. They're dressing for the weather, a little nippy tonight. They take part in a whole lot of events. They are sounding good too in such a jazzy rendition of Jingle Bells.
Yeah,
Almost
they
didn't
do.
recognize it.
looking good, Liberty County.
Yeah, so this behind the Liberty County is the marching band, is the high school JROTC. They're the Night Stalkers Battalion, and they're led by their senior Army instructor, Lieutenant retired Eddie White.
I didn't realize that was their whole the band's big trailer
Yes.
there.
Yeah,
All the
The
equipment
Night Stalkers looking good tonight.
absolutely. Some sharp dressed
of Hinesville,
young folks
Georgia.
right there.
Liberty County High.
That is amazing. 320 cadets each year. That's
Wow.
a lot of people. You know, I always love to see these ROTC and junior ROTC cadets because we know that so many of them will go off and become a member of our military to defend our nation.
Yes.
And there's just so many great lessons that they learn
Right.
about. They learn about being a good citizen and discipline and teamwork in these organizations, and they walk with such pride. I love that.
Absolutely. And
Love
what a
that.
great, rich resource we have with so many retired service members staying here in Hinesville and being able to serve these young folks.
And those tools and the lessons that they learn are just going to be of such value to this community and set a good foundation for them in their future,
Right.
whether they choose to go in the armed services or remain home.
And it's such a great option. So much emphasis is put on athletics and different things, and 320 members of this group. Very far-reaching, the influence that has
That's
inside the school system.
And next we have the American Red Cross. The float will bring back memories of children opening their presents on the Christmas morning and playing with their toys. The American Red Cross helps prevent and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors.
And, you know, they have really been taxed in the last couple of years from all the hurricanes we've had, tornadoes, we've had the big snowstorm last January, and they go all over the world and help people in need. I tell you, they really sacrifice a lot to make sure that people just have the bare necessities when they're at their lowest point in life. We appreciate them so much.
It is one of the greatest organizations, I think, probably in our country, and how they mobilize and really offer the need that has to be done.
You know, when I was little, I thought of the American Red Cross as just the blood donation place. And as you get older, you realize that they are so
many.
much more. That's just a
Yes.
small percentage of what they do.
And they're usually one of the first ones that show up and one of the last ones to leave.
Always.
Always great things with the Red Cross.
So this next group is from the Liberty Regional Medical Emergency Management Services, and this year's entry is a 2016 Dodge Ram 3500 ambulance with the top equipment available and services as a roving emergency room to get patients to appropriate destination. Liberty Regional Medical Emergency Management Services employs 60 employees, consisting of full and part-time employees. They do such a great job. They're, the Hinesville and the Liberty County area is growing so rapidly, which just means that so much more of a need for a great emergency medical service.
And we're taking a look at this beautiful classic car, and this is an organization called SERVE LLC, the Super Supreme Oldsmobile car decorated with therapeutic balls. The therapeutic balls address various psychological and emotional problems. SERVE supports, encourages, and responds victoriously and equally to those in need. This is a for-profit professional counseling agency in Hinesville and Greensboro, Georgia. That's a good-looking car, man.
And I'm sure their services are definitely needed in this
yes.
community. We have so many soldiers that are returning that, and even those that are here, the locals, that rely on those services to just help them to have a better life.
It's so nice to see clinics and agencies like that, because for too long we have not really paid attention to those or offered enough services that were accessible to everyone who needed mental health care. So it's just so nice to see more independent clinics and things coming about like that.
So the next car we have here is from Target, and bringing a family game night home with Target. This float features a living room with a family playing board, games with a TV in the background playing Target commercials. Target is hoping to help all families discover the joy of everyday life. The Target Distribution Center is located in Midway, Georgia.
Brought a lot of jobs here too.
Very many jobs.
And so here is the unlimited taxes and more. I know many of us don't want to think about taxes around Christmas time, but the deadline will be here before we know it.
And it's coming close. Here into the end of the year, many of us business owners are thinking about taxes.
Some of our Target people got a little lost. They're trailing behind there.
Yeah. And we thank Target. We got some lovely little gifts here from Hickory Farms.
Oh, my.
Peppermint snow mints.
Okay, sounds good. Look at that crowd. I mean, I always love being here in this area, because I feel like we're in the heart of town when we're over here by the old Liberty County Courthouse, and the crowd is just so big on lining both sides of the street. I know that if you look at that cute little girl, she's having a good time. Candy canes, those are real hits. And that's probably Commissioner Verdell Jones's granddaughter or something, because she's paying a close attention to that little girl. I know she has some grandkids.
And Hinesville has such a beautiful downtown.
Oh, yeah.
With some historic buildings here, and they're really doing a lot to vitalize downtown. Many more businesses are coming downtown with the Downtown Development Authority and everything that's happening here. It's a lot of excitement.
Hinesville has come a long way. It's always amazing when I come and visit my family here in Hinesville and Riceboro, and just to see how the area has just exploded. When I was little, this was a little narrow street with a few shops here and there, and it's just amazing. You come and just see all these people, especially the military. That's the reason, the military here, but also so many of them making this area home, because it's such a beautiful place to be. And then you're convenient if you want to go into the bigger places like Savannah. You're right up the road.
That's right.
But it's just a wonderful community to live in, and some great people. Great people.
That's a great holiday
That is a hat.
Yes.
Good for her. She's really
Very
in the
festive.
spirit.
And she looks warm.
Smart lady.
And we've got a slight delay, but that usually means we've got a very good show getting ready to happen right in front of the reviewing stand.
I hope so, yeah.
So next up, we've got the Frank Long Elementary School Spirit Squad and True Explorers. The Spirit Squad and True Explorers consist of girls and boys aged 3rd grade through 5th grade, and both groups promote positive attitudes and school spirit with support of the school and community mentors. And they seem very excited on tonight. Let's see what they got.
people with really big voices.
Yeah. I love the Christmas lights around their neck as necklaces.
That's so cute.
Very cute.
Well, Frank
Great job,
Long
ladies.
Spirit
Great
Squad,
job.
Elementary students.
Frank Long's a great elementary school. They have a great mentoring program that they do with all their students. It's very exciting to see what's happening down there.
And here comes the Cub Scouts, Pack 500, Troop 500, Boy Scout Crew 500 as well. And they're fun and games with the Scouts. Their float, the Cub Master for Cub Scout Pack 500 is Michael Spurgeon. 30 years of scouting, and Danny Peller, Scoutmaster for the Boy Scouts. And of course, as we know, Boy Scouts has been around since the 1930s and still going strong today, teaching young boys to become wonderful men and citizens of our nation. And we have some little girls on there too, because Boy Scouts made a big change this year.
Yes, they did. This is the Scouts.
And this is the mousetrap they're all riding in, which is really cute.
And the Green Man. Wow.
What's the Green Man?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But also they want to make sure that you all know that they
Lot
meet
of
at
excitement.
First United Methodist Church, Tuesdays at 6:30.
And right behind them is the Liberty Humane Shelter, the Dog Monopoly Board. So the Dog Monopoly Board is coming behind them, but we've got the Liberty Humane Shelter just passing us by.
That's awesome.
Love the pups.
Who doesn't? It is a beautiful night. The weather is absolutely perfect. It kind of
Perfect
feels
weather
like
tonight,
Christmas.
yeah.
It's just a little chill in the
It's
air.
crisp.
Yes, that's
Nice
it.
and crisp.
That's it. Speaking of crisp, what about a crispy pizza crust?
Yes, this next group is from Marco's Pizza in Hinesville, and this is Marco's of Fortune. And Marco's Pizza is the fastest growing pizza company in the U.S. with over 900
Wow.
locations. Marco's was founded 40 years ago by an Italian immigrant by the name of Pasquale Pat Giamarco.
Wow. Good job. That was impressive.
you.
That's some good Italian there.
I tried. I like to eat Italian.
We'll pass you the hard name.
That's right.
That's right. That was really great. There's a Marco's, I believe, in Pooler in the Savannah area. I just had my first experience this year. It was very good, very good. And here's a look at some dolls coming up the street. Champion Gymnastics Unlimited LLC. They're gymnastics, Scrabble, fantastic gymnastics. That's their theme. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do for us. And their Team Booster Club is with them as well. And they will have a flying athlete. So, pay close attention. This is going to be spectacular.
Yes. Now, a sport of discipline.
Oh, yeah.
Gymnastics is.
They are ready.
All right.
Oh,
Good job.
On the asphalt.
Oh,
lady.
Oh, yes. All right.
Oh, my.
Okay.
So cute.
I think
Oh, fantastic job, ladies. And they have some in there who are as young
They
as
are excited.
preschool, as you can see.
None of those ladies
Wow.
needed help up.
No.
I
I remember when I was flexible like that.
I don't.
They left me at the first roll. The first roll.
I don't recall ever
You know-
being flexible like that, Miss Baker.
That's awesome. We're going to get you some lessons after this.
Thank you. Thank you. All right,
Wow,
we
a
have
great
the
truck.
Liberty Cycle Polaris Christmasopoly. We're doing Christmasopoly with holiday cheer and a lump of coal. It's a family-friendly game of all the Christmas spirit you can imagine.
I know they're excited about this holiday season. People wanting to get new ATVs and off-road vehicles. That's a very Christmas-like
That
purchase.
sounds good to me.
Santa put those under the tree. That'd be nice.
Real nice.
Oh, hint, huh?
Yes.
I love the float, and look at the chimney with the stockings hanging and the gingerbread and these cute little reindeer walking alongside them.
Liberty Cycle's been in business for 33 years.
Wow. Congratulations on that. And here comes the Liberty County Fire and the Grinch Stole Christmas Monopoly. We got up there, Chief Darby's fire car is coming along there. I believe it's an SUV probably. And he is the lead car, decorated as the Grinch's faithful dog companion. Oh, here's the Grinch coming on top of the fire truck.
Chief Darby is no
Wow.
Grinch himself. What a
Wow.
pleasant guy and all the good things he does for this community.
Yes.
Well, that is one of my favorite
Hey,
Christmas
Chief Darby.
shows to watch, the original Grinch Who Stole
Grinch Who
Christmas.
There's a new one that came out. Have you seen that?
I don't really like how people are messing up my childhood memories.
As long as
Did
they
you
don't
see
do
it?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, my dad would be happy.
Oh,
Can't redo that one.
no,
It's a
it's
classic.
great, just like it is.
And immediately behind them is the Midway Congregational Church
Mm-hmm.
with Reverend Dr. Larry Evans.
There's some cute
Right
little
there in-
members there on the back
Right
enjoying
there in
tonight.
Midway, Georgia.
Yeah. And behind Dr. Evans is Midway Middle School cheerleaders and the Spirit Team, and they are a checkerboard Christmas.
All right. I like the little sweatshirts with the checkerboard on there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do something special for us. I just kind of feel it, don't you?
Absolutely. It's in the air.
They do a good job out at Midway Middle School.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bacon, Miss Frazier.
We're the home of the black and the gold. We're black and gold. We're black and gold. We're in the mess. We're black and gold. Panthers are
All right, Panthers.
Good
Great
job.
job by the middle schoolers.
I'm so impressed with how disciplined these young ladies are. I mean, from the elementary group that went by a little while ago, and now the middle schoolers, they're taking it
Growing
very
up
seriously.
fast. I was not that disciplined in
But you
middle
think
school.
about it, cheerleading is like a profession now.
Absolutely. It is.
And now we've got the Spirit Team right behind them. And I think they're slowing down to give us a little show also.
Love the hats. Little steppers there too.
That takes a lot of skill.
I know. I'm not that coordinated.
I don't have that rhythm. I
No, me either.
have a hard time playing a CD. Do y'all remember what those were? CDs?
Yes, of course we do.
Don't even have those anymore. Wonderful job.
All right, Midway Middle. I'm a little biased. This is my son Richard II's school, Midway
Oh,
Middle
wonderful.
Oh.
He's got a nice spirit squad there to keep them
Yeah.
fired up.
Keep them fired
Here
up.
is the Marne chapter of the Association of the United States Army. Thank you
The
guys for your
AUSA
service.
does a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
Doing an awesome job helping out the troops.
And this is Yates Astro. This is pretty cool. Spiders on the front. You see that?
Wow.
Yates Astro.
What a great bust by Yates
They've
Astro.
got their family members on there too. They're all along with one pesky bug riding in a converted school bus. Yates, of course, you know what Yates Astro does. They are so
Absolutely.
cute here tonight.
But Yates has been involved in this community for a long, long time, serving in the chamber, serving in every part of the community, being real involved.
We love to see the bus.
Okay, here comes one of my favorite times of the parade. Here's some Shriners.
This is what the parade's
Those
all
guys
about.
know how to have fun.
They know what to do. This is not their first rodeo.
No. They go to rodeos all over the
Yes,
world.
ma'am, they do. It looked
They
like
love
that.
it.
We had a little wheelie done.
And when you least expect it too, they're all calm and
Absolutely.
cool. Then
Here they go.
here comes something.
Shriners love their motorcycles.
Yes, they do. And their go-karts.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct. And they really do a great. They do a great work and a great
They
need.
do. They do.
Shriners
do.
Hospital, all the things that they give their time and energy and money towards to just provide care to children that need it.
Love helping out children.
You cannot go wrong with that. I mean, and we all know that so many of those families would not be able to get that treatment if it weren't for the
That's right.
Shriners giving them free care and getting them to the hospitals that are oftentimes very far away
That's right.
for free of charge.
Yes, the
The
Shriners,
Shriners
do an excellent
Hospitals
job.
here.
Yeah.
You guys are
got
really the
more
salt of the
Shriners.
earth and awesome people. We appreciate all that you do, and so we don't care if you cut up when you come to the parade. You
Cut up
deserve
all
it.
you want.
We
Work hard,
expect it.
play hard.
If it brings attention to more people
Right.
giving money to the Shriners,
Yes.
I bet they have a waiting list for people who want to join those organizations
The
too.
tiny Jeeps.
they definitely know how to have fun.
Raising the roof as they go by.
Raising the roof.
They always bring the hillbillies.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy Shankin, Dakota Woods.
Jimmy looks like he could use a little dental work with his hillbilly outfit he has there.
Yeah, those are some special teeth,
Yes,
man.
Yes, it is.
Shriners.
As a
Hillbillies.
As a realtor, I'd expect Jimmy to have better teeth.
He may use those teeth so people will feel sorry for him and buy more
Buy
houses.
That's a good call.
I think they brought all the hillbillies out
I
tonight.
love it.
It's Mr. Roger with a Yates Astro is a Shriner.
I love it. They always bring the outhouse with them, right?
Look like they've got a couple of outhouses.
I don't know if it's in use.
Thank gosh.
I don't know. You don't know those Shriners. They might jump out of there.
They are definitely all in. They don't
yeah.
go halfway on anything. They're giving, their work, their philanthropy, and then even the parade.
They just adopt their characters. They don't care if we're laughing or understanding. They're just having a good old time. I love it.
I thought
I think
saw.
they throw an awesome party, don't you?
Yeah. I thought I saw a few of my family members come through here, but I forgot that this is a show.
Those guys are quite respectable, you know.
That's
Don't
right.
put your family in
That's
this.
right, exactly.
These are the fake hillbillies.
These are the bougie hillbillies here.
Included is the Jessup Shrine Club
Yes.
getting involved.
I love they come from all
They
over.
come from
It's
all
a band
over.
of brothers there.
It is. It is.
It's a unity that really connects them across the country.
Yeah, everyone loves the Shriners.
I love the pirates
The mini cars, the mini motorcycles.
You know, it takes a confident man to pull off that scarf as a pirate there, you know.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Very confident.
Just an observation here. Here they come with the big old ship coming up the street. You're in for a treat in just a moment. And they're the friendliest guys, too. I love that, you know. They're not afraid to speak to everybody as they come up, shake some hands, kiss some babies. And they always have the best music.
If you're gonna throw a party, throw it with a Shriner.
That's what I'm talking about.
We went from hillbillies
Now
to
see,
pirates.
this song right here, I think, dates back to the 8-track days.
Which is dating my CD I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The pirates have bounty.
Somebody turned around and shouted. All right.
The Shriners are putting on a dance show. Now,
Yes,
the
they are.
crowd is now getting
Yeah.
involved.
It's a dance party.
yeah.
They have got the crowd on their feet.
And they're hyping them up with candy.
There you go. Smart guys.
It's a good thing it's Friday and there's no school tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh!
My goodness. Sound like it came off of Fort Stewart.
They just woke somebody up.
Man, the pirate ship.
Savannah, Georgia.
What a speaker system on that pirate ship.
He's rocking all these buildings.
And he's got the big
That
wheel going.
cannon, I about fell off this platform with
Look
that
at this
cannon.
big wheel. Wow.
They didn't make big wheels like that when I was a kid.
Now, my kids are in those stands over there, and they just saw that, and I know what they're going to ask for Christmas.
A real big wheel.
That's right. That's right. None of that plastic thing that you're trying to pass off on them.
Exactly.
This is Commissioner Justin Frazier coming up.
Oh, he's out here?
He's out with the Santa cap.
There you go.
I'm surprised he's not dancing.
He's getting a good workout. Rolling with
I
the
think he gave out all of his candy. Here comes more hillbillies. Love them too.
This group is from Lyons, Georgia.
Awesome. They're
going
here
out towards
too.
Vidalia. Great job, guys. Thanks for coming all the way over from Lyons.
That's awesome.
And next up, we've got the Ameris Bank.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Right here in Hinesville, they have a beautiful float, and it looks like they've won one of the awards. We'll see that as they get a little closer. But they have the Monopoly board with a Christmas twist. Each employee represents a Christmas symbol from the game. The banker is rolling the dice, and the hotels and homes are represented on the float.
Chamber of Commerce Award,
They
second
won
place.
the second place.
I see why.
I know James and Danny have worked very hard on that float all week. We've been seeing them outside of Ameris Bank working on that float.
Well,
They've done a great
it
job.
really paid off, didn't it?
Awesome job.
Chatham Parkway Toyota and Candyland here. They got that Toyota Tundra decked out in lights, trimmings, and balloons to take people to Candyland. They'll also spot the Candyland characters and more. Probably coming up behind. Well, I don't see them, but they're on the truck there. That's a pretty truck.
Decked out with the Candyland.
Here comes the Bradwell Institute marching tigers coming up the street right now. They look really good tonight in their blue and their Santa hats. 120-piece band under the direction of Alan Weathers. They received straight superior ratings at the Marching Mustang Invitational and the East Georgia Marching Championships. Also received Best Drum Major in Class AAA at East Georgia Championships. I'm thinking they took home everything.
They
Wow,
did.
cleaned house.
I'm looking forward to them playing something for us.
I can hear why.
They know what they're doing.
Job.
Fantastic job, guys. Congratulations.
They are rocking the house.
Oh, yeah.
And they look sharp.
Their band director, I think he's recently come within the last couple of years.
Okay.
So he's doing an amazing job with these young people.
The band plays such a vital role in the part of any school. If you've got a great band, just a great, school spirit comes along with that, energy and enthusiasm. Look at the enthusiasm here. Wow.
Okay.
Man, is this the dance team or the band?
All right. Awesome job.
Great job, man. That's my favorite, the percussion line in the band. You have to have a good percussion line. Pastor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Alan Weathers, keep up the great work. Keep up the great work.
And their phrase from the entire Bradwell School on their trailer behind them, B.I., you know.
You know.
What they're famous for.
That is so cute. Love it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
And behind the band, we have the Bradwell Institute JROTC with 200 cadets that marched in the annual Illuminating Christmas Parade this year.
So impressive. I'm like, when you think about those numbers, when you get that, what's left for the rest of the school? Does the football team have a chance? It's like,
Wow.
Thank goodness they're not competing.
Absolutely, yes.
That is awesome. It really is great.
Just organizing 200 young people to walk in the same direction I don't know that I could pull that off.
That's
Their
impressive.
attention that long,
Especially
yes.
in this digital age where they're not always so focused to things that aren't shiny and awesome. And
Great point.
to keep your count going and marching in a line says a lot
Hats off
about
to the
their
ROTC.
dedication.
And right behind them is the Chosen Riders. The Chosen Riders is a non-profit motorcycle club.
Uh-oh. It's about to get loud, I think.
The bikers are family-oriented and community-friendly. Involved in a lot of things like charities, functions, parades, giveaways. Lots of things that they do.
Chosen Riders. They're passing out candy and giving out teddy bears.
That's you're going to be a crowd favorite if you give away a lot of candy.
That's true.
And here come the motorcycles from the Chosen Riders. Now these are some souped-up bikes, Pastor. What are we going to do? We got something special going on here? A few of them getting off their bikes.
Oh, they're giving out stuffed animals.
Oh, wow. They're making friends at this parade. You give out candy and stuffed animals.
Unforgettable now.
That's right. These bikes have
Bikes are rolling.
lights on them, and
The Chosen Riders.
Those are some big motors. For
yeah,
mufflers,
they are.
one or the
Mufflers,
other.
yeah. Very illuminated.
Chosen Riders have their trail along with the young people riding on the trailer.
And I really love to see organizations like this, the Hinesville chapter of the Disabled Veterans, chapter unit number 46, empowering veterans for 9 decades.
Wow.
That's almost 100
9
years.
decades.
And they, of course, provide support to disabled veterans and their families. So I think some of them are walking alongside as well, greeting all the families here at the parade.
Disabled American veterans.
Our country's standing on the shoulders of that group right there.
In some way, they've affected all of our families.
That's
and we're
true.
definitely thankful for their service. And we have the McDonald's Monopoly is back. McDonald's float is carrying the Monopoly game board, and McDonald's is internationally recognized for fast food.
And that Monopoly game is pretty big, too.
Yeah.
Great group here.
The Reaching Milestones group behind them with Candyland, and their floats decorated as Candyland, the game. And all participants are dressed as a Candyland character.
All right.
A very favorite of my daughter's growing up was Candyland. And
This group is usually pretty exciting as it goes by, the Filipino-American Southern Georgia Community. And their theme is chess. They're going to put on a wonderful performance. I'm just going to be quiet so we can enjoy the beautiful music and see their graceful moves.
some gorgeous dresses and outfits they have.
They didn't come to play. They came to make a statement.
That's
man.
right.
Looks like they're going to do one of their traditional routines.
It's like some rich
So
tradition.
beautiful.
Yep.
And they say they chose the chess theme because, believe it or not, chess is one of the most popular games in the Philippines. In their culture, they say neighborhoods love to gather and play games like chess in plazas, open areas, and even on the side of streets. That was beautiful,
Great
ladies.
job.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Filipino-American
They showcased
Southern.
their traditional costumes as king and queen chess pieces stand atop. Here they come right here, atop of their truck there.
King and Queen
That's
of
so
chess.
beautiful. Music is just lovely.
Great job. Beautiful.
Well-decorated truck.
Wow, they put a lot of work in there.
Royalty. I love seeing that traditional dance.
This next group that's coming does a great job. The Canine Battle Buddies, and this is a Dogopoly.
Awesome.
The Dogopoly board game is brought to life. On the float is a kennel-like cage, which is a jail, as well as seats and dog houses representing the game and board pieces, and along the sides of the images of the game properties. Battle Buddies is a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization that rescues dogs from shelters in order to provide veterans who suffer from PTSD and or TBI a service dog, also known as a Battle Buddy. Each dog receives proper veterinarian care and is placed in a foster home until a match is made with a veteran.
Well, I tell you, anyone who takes care of those service dogs like that is number one in my book. It's just amazing how our culture has changed with those service dogs everywhere, too. And also right behind them, First Presbyterian Christian Academy. And they have a hay wagon where their students are in lab coats. See them all there? They're so cute of all ages. And they're part of the 10x6 Operation game graphic on the background. I remember playing that game when I was growing up.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
They were one of the recipients of awards last year, if I remember, First Presbyterian. They did a great job again this year.
It's an excellent school.
And behind them is the Candyland from First Presbyterian Cheer Squad. Have a lighted float inspired by the Candyland board game.
So that is beautiful.
That takes a lot of effort.
I think they have at least 50 young people here between those two floats tonight.
That's got to be half the school.
And they're riding proud.
How exciting.
FPCA with a new headmaster this year, and Lauren Hale, doing a great job leading that school.
Do they still do their fall festival?
They do.
Okay, years ago I was invited to be a part of that, and it was so much fun.
Very famous chili cook-off.
Yes.
That I did not win.
Yes, I was allowed to be one of the tasters for the chili cook-off.
You were.
And it was awesome.
Did you decide that he wasn't the winner?
This was last
Is this a
year.
rock? Okay.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
And we have here the U-Bounce party rentals. They have the U-Bounce trackless train and the SUV pulling the trailer. The U-Bounce is a local business that provides party rental equipment such as bounce houses, water slides, tables, and chairs, and serves the Liberty County community. U-Bounce.
I think I see a cat in the hat.
Those are some great mascots on there.
The Ninja Turtle.
And the Paw Patrol. I don't know how I knew that, but that's Paw Patrol.
You have little ones.
I do.
They love That's why you knew. Okay, well, here comes some grown-up business right here. Hinesville Area Board of Realtors. They're characters from the game Clue. And, of course, they're out there passing out some candy, too. But they're a nonprofit organization that strives to enhance each member's ability to conduct business successfully and professionally. As we know, professional realtors make our lives easier when we're looking for a home.
Absolutely.
And these realtors are in Liberty, Long, Tattnall, and Wayne counties. They say they pride themselves in being involved in the local community and within their own organization. There's some nice young people on there with them as well, getting into the spirit. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
We're focusing now on Diversity Health Center, and they have the Candyland design with their float and their truck that's driven on tonight. The spirit of the Candyland board game. Diversity Health provides primary care services to patients of all ages and demographics and strive to increase access to quality care regardless of the patient's ability to pay. They had done an excellent job over there with making sure that people have the medical services they need.
Awesome, awesome.
This next float is, they've done a great job with this at Dryden Enterprises and Dryden Properties. They're driving a dump truck that presents the board game pieces. Board game pieces from a lot of different games. It looks like Scrabble and Twister.
Loved Twister when I was little.
Lots of packages.
A truck full.
I would not be very good at it now.
I think those are pieces from the Sorry game, too, up there.
Is that some chess? What a well thought out float that is.
Now, are these the Girl Scouts? Yeah, these are the Girl Scouts of historic Georgia, the Monopoly game with disabled Girl Scouts on it.
Wow.
That's really sweet. They service, of course, as you know, K through 12, and they are a wonderful organization. Singing their little Girl Scout song coming by.
I really appreciate their cookies.
Yes.
Don't we all?
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness. We look forward. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I still like the trefoils.
Really?
I do.
I love the Thin Mints.
I knew someone was going to
Samoas.
say
Gotta have the Thin
those
Mints.
are the two most popular, I think, the
Really?
Thin Mints and the Samoas.
Samoas.
They had some chocolate chip for one season. They need to bring that back.
Yes.
And we have Miss High Fidelity Civic Club. Miss High Fidelity is riding along. Miss Shalise Isaac. She won it for this year. The award. The 16-year-old currently is a junior at Liberty County High School with a 3.8 grade point average.
Next we have Miss Pink Rose, which is Miss Andrea Lewis, winning the Miss Pink Rose
Also
competition
with
this
High
year.
Fidelity.
Well, this is definitely a relative driving that car. That's probably Mama. Look how she looks just like her. It's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Mama's waving hard.
Oh, yes, she is. This is her moment, too.
That's right.
And this is a Geo Vista Credit Union, and they have chosen Connect 4. They line up your finances with Geo Vista is their message here today. They've been in business, of course, since 1964.
Geo Vista.
Uh-huh.
Coming in right behind Geo Vista is the Boy Scouts of America Troop 475 and the Cub Scouts Pack 475, and they are solving your way through the holidays.
I love that.
Yes, it's the trailer pulled by a vehicle decorated with lights and gift boxes will feature gamers playing chess and checkers. We will also have a few walkers dressed as game boards and game pieces. Reverend, what are you better at, chess or checkers?
That would be checkers.
Yes.
Yeah,
would
I'm a
definitely be
mean
checkers.
checker player.
My 10-year-old beats me at chess every time we play.
Isn't that awesome? Good job, Dad.
Every time. I don't let her. I've never let her. She just wins. I don't know what that says about her or me.
I think
Miss
it's a
Baker.
good message in both. But here are the Classy Ladies Social Club. They were formed in
It's a group
2008.
of classy ladies.
Founding members, Ms. Frida Woods and Ms. Michelle Harris. And they are a collective group of women from different cultures who are formed to preach sisterhood that they say is unbreakable.
And we got a Cub Scouts pack just behind them. Continuing along. With us now is the
Look at that big
Cosmopolitan
crown.
Club.
That's a big crown there.
Miss Shanio Anderson. The Cosmopolitan Club is a civic organization that raises funds through membership and fundraising since the 1950s.
And driving that car is none other than Miss Willa
Willa
Lewis, which everyone in Hinesville knows.
We know her. And here, what you're hearing here is a lot of excitement coming up the street.
And
We're
this
still
is Miss Willa's husband, Mr. John Lewis, right behind her.
Is that him talking?
I think Mr. John has a microphone, which could be
no
trouble.
wonder.
He's causing trouble back then.
How you doing, Mr. Lewis? Thanks for the shout out.
He's got plenty of speakers.
The Baby Shark song.
That's what that is.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. You guys need a
all
camera
about
here
that.
to
You gotta
see
know that.
Nick doing the dance.
That's right. I'm starting to feel like Grandpa Shark, fortunately.
Well, here is a tribute truck to first responders, dedicated to show support for all of them. And I tell you, this is so richly deserved. In our time of need, they are always there, making so many sacrifices. And look at the tiny little baby in the back.
Junior first
you
responder
go.
there.
First responder.
How cute is that?
Hanging on.
It certainly has turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful night as we sit and await another beautiful float that's coming up the street.
So many exciting entries this year.
Everyone is definitely stepping up their game.
Yeah,
in
I
the
like that.
parade.
I like that.
Yes.
That board game was such a wonderful theme, and I didn't realize that people would be able to do any board game they like, so it's even more beautiful this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought and creativity in all these floats, and you're going to have some winners that are going to be chosen. I'm sure the judges had a hard job taking care of that.
I don't want the judge job, Pastor.
No, never, never, never. Well, I love this one because this is the Holy House of Prayer, and this is their life float. Themes from the board game Life. You can either be set on a successful path or a path with many obstacles. The church is very small, based in Townsend, Georgia. They are a non-denominational church, and they love their community to help the elderly, the sick, and others who are in need.
Very well job on.
That's nice.
Great job on their float there.
All right, great job. Beautiful float.
Spreading the reason for the season.
Beautiful, beautiful. They really worked hard to get their theme together and get
Big
everybody
smiles.
on board.
Everybody's waving with big smiles.
All right, here comes another exciting group.
Carrying the red flag for the Trendsetters Motorcycle Club. This club was the first motorcycle club in the Hinesville area and will be celebrating its 20th year in August.
Wow, that's a long time.
Their motto at the bottom says, if it's on, then it's on.
Then it's on.
I like that. If it's on, then it's on.
All right, then.
Miss Baker. This
These
crowd is
men-
starting
tells
to
me
get.
These men are direct.
That is direct. This crowd's starting to get energized. They're coming down off the stands now, getting close to the floats. They want to get some of that candy being thrown out.
Oh, yeah, because everybody had something this year, just
Absolutely.
about.
Hinesville is electric today.
I love
getting ready for this float. The
Parade.
The road to come in to Hinesville was stacked with cars all the way back to Flemington. People getting ready for this parade.
They are rocking the house.
These guys still have some moves.
That's right.
Look at that motorcycle.
That's nice.
That is beautiful.
A lot of energy.
Now, I always love this group every year. The Hispanic Heritage Club of Hinesville, Fort Stewart,
they do
Hunter
a
Army
beautiful
Airfield.
job, yes.
And again, they have won an award, the Mayor's Award, second place. Look at this gorgeous float coming up the street.
So many lights.
And theirs is all about chess. And they chosen all the different figures with the chess game. And I'm just going to let you take in the beauty for a second here. That is
Long live
really
the
beautiful.
king.
That green and gold and red. Absolutely beautiful. They have some music too.
Eye-popping, eye-catching.
That's really beautiful. A lot of hard work.
And lights are so difficult to get them all right,
Yes.
working, and man, they seem to have pulled it off incredibly well.
They really have. And they are a nonprofit organization from Hinesville, Fort Stewart, and Mr. Pablo Rodriguez is the president. And they say that their games feature pieces, the king pieces, and reminds others of the king, Jesus Christ.
Right
I think
behind
that's
them.
the group that normally has a band. They didn't bring their band. They didn't need it. It was too nice.
Right behind them tonight is the Snelson Golden Middle School Eagle Cheerleaders and their step team. Let's listen to them.
Energy to beat the blue note. Yeah, right. Come on, Eagles first. We want that people.
Yeah. Good job.
Come on, Eagles.
All right,
Good job. Yeah.
There are no safety mats underneath those
Right.
ladies. That's some confidence.
When you're that young, you don't know any better, remember?
the
We remember
cheerleaders.
being that young decades ago.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess they can still bounce.
Great job, ladies.
Uh-oh, down.
Here comes another
This may
one.
be our
The steppers. We gonna get a step show?
I think so.
All right.
We have Christmas light headbands on these. Very synchronized.
All right. Yay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great
All
job.
right. Great job, ladies.
We have front row seats tonight.
I would have gotten tied up with those hands trying to get between my legs like that. That's amazing.
I'd have fallen
They're
over.
Completely coordinated. They got all of mine when they went for the second rounds.
Followed up right behind them is the Mike Reed Chevrolet. With Scrabble America's favorite brand is Chevy. Celebrating America's best car brand. The float features a Scrabble board displaying the favorite makes and models.
Wow,
the
what a
bulldog.
cute English bulldog right there in front.
So beautiful.
I'm sure everybody will be rooting for him on tomorrow.
I know I am.
And they also have the Christmas Snoopy and Frosty on the back. And here comes Team Nitro, the nonprofit youth travel baseball and softball organization for Hinesville and surrounding areas. They provide a positive atmosphere, and they also are here to challenge players and mold them into great baseball and softball players. Their teams are competing in the Youth Nationals in Myrtle Beach. Woo! And here
Got
comes
Mr.
a big
DJ
old
and
car
Nigel
here.
over there.
Wow. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
see, I can't even wrap a gift, and somebody wrapped the whole car. Isn't that something?
That is incredible. I believe they call those butterfly doors
Is that
on
it?
that car.
Okay. Usually, I know that I've never seen it on a Camaro before. Usually, it's those Lamborghinis and things, right?
I guess so.
Still with Team
That's
Nitro.
amazing.
Yes.
Yes, I know Mr. Sean Walker and Dimitri.
I want to know who laid that
Walker.
wrapping paper out so perfectly like that.
A lot of great guys on that team.
This is still Team Nitro coming through.
Team Nitro has some nice vehicles.
Yes, they do. Everything's
sir.
shining brightly tonight.
Right behind Team Nitro, coming to the grandstands now, is the Keep Liberty Beautiful with the Hungry Hungry Hippo Adventure.
Yay.
Keep Liberty Beautiful is taking a modern twist on a childhood classic game. The Queen and her hippos are waging war against litter.
Miss Karen Bell's leading the pack back there.
Yes, Karen and her group does an incredible job. And
Yes.
their community education, volunteer, and action program dedicated to ending litter, increasing recycling, and reducing waste, and improving the community.
Yes, sir. They do an awesome job.
Every
Keeping Liberty
weekend,
Beautiful.
Keep Liberty Beautiful is out with volunteers from around our community to help keep Liberty beautiful.
That's so
Mr.
important.
Quante
Great job,
Reynolds
Miss
out
Karen.
there. Miss Karen Bell.
Yeah.
We have here the Untouchables.
Wow.
The Untouchables have an Untouchable Christmas. They're a nonprofit organization committed to serving their community, bringing joy through their love for cars and fellowship.
There are
And they
those
have
doors
some
again.
beautiful cars.
And look at the doors in this camouflage-looking car.
Oh yeah.
Those are backwards.
Yes, I'm like,
I think those are the suicide doors.
That's
Those
what
are
that- call
suicide
that?
doors?
I think that's what they call it. The suicide
I think that'd make it a
doors.
lot easier to get in that car, or get out at least.
Suicides and the butterflies.
And here's a Liberty County elegance. Miss her name is Penelope Eberlane.
Look at her.
Look at her. She's like,
Peeking
what
through
is
the
going
window.
on? I'm
Yes.
tired.
Cute little crown. Yeah.
All riding with the Untouchables.
Yeah.
And this is another beauty queen here. I couldn't see her name. The Untouchables brought the whole group.
Yes, they did. Got some neon headlights on the
Is that that's
Charger
a Dodge
behind
something?
Dodge Charger behind us.
Oh, that is a
That's a gorgeous
Yeah.
car.
Oh, that's a powerful car.
Looks like
too.
Christmas lights in there.
That does, Pastor. That's right. That's the green and
That
red.
is pretty impressive.
Yes.
I like that. And this is a Dodge coming up too, with the pretty little lady on top of it.
Another beauty queen. Followed up by more beauty queens.
All right.
All these queens. We need some names.
Queens of all ages. So this is the
yeah.
young miss coming up. And her name is
Miley Garcia.
There you go.
Young Miss Liberty Elegance.
And right behind her is Tiny Miss Liberty Elegance.
She's got the wave down.
She
Oh,
does
yes.
have the princess
They
wave.
are-
Lead with the
They
wrist.
are
Lead with the
pageant
wrist.
girls there.
Yes.
She has it
That's
down.
Miss-
Beautiful.
That's right.
Looks like Miss Saya Watson.
Beautiful ladies. And they're closely followed by Live Oak Church. Celebrate Recovery at Live Oak. They're participating, and their recovery started back in 1991 at the Saddleback Church and is now more than 35,000 churches in the world.
Celebrating recovery.
Live Oak has
Victory
a-
Assembly right there.
Yes.
I got the
Pastor and their associate pastor, Andrew and Kate Velez, along with members of Victory Assembly, are the Scrabble board tiles spelling out the words of Christmas and Jesus.
All right, that's beautiful. Let's see here.
Pastor Andrew and Kate Velez are doing an excellent job. Pastor Velez took over behind Pastor Douglas Harn over there at Victory, and he's doing an amazing job out there. Loves the young people.
Spelling out Noel and Bethlehem, Nativity, Joy, Jesus, Christmas, Star. Scrabble.
Looks like-
Good looking Scrabble board there.
Looks like right behind them we have the Superintendent's Award winner at first place. And Savannah Technical College, the Liberty Campus, connecting to the community one student at a time. This float depicts the original board game of Connect 4 to symbolize our connection to the community. Miss Terry Sellers, the campus dean, and Angel Cadiz, the CDL instructor, are locked into a serious game of Connect 4.
Connect 4.
Miss Sellers is just doing an unbelievable job at Savannah Tech College, offering an awesome place for Hinesville, Liberty County, Long County,
Great
surrounding
training.
area students to get trade training that is so needed in our economy right now.
And you know, if I could do it over again, you know, we didn't know when people of my age what these technical careers, how they would take
Yes.
off. When I was coming up, the whole focus was go to college, 4-year degrees, and now the highest paying jobs are through these technical schools. And Savannah Tech does a wonderful job of offering just about every area that you can imagine, and some fantastic
You
students
can
come
get
out
computer
there.
programming at Savannah Tech, come out making a very fine career.
And we've got here now the Full Gospel Tabernacle Church of God in Christ with
They are
Pastor
having
Antoine
church.
and
They are tuned
Mia
up.
Shaw, and the whole choir is there singing. Michael Chessier, Kenny Keys. We got the Mr. Townsend driving the truck. We got them all rocking over there.
They are tuned up. Yeah. I need to go visit that
I
place.
know, they are jumping, man.
Wow.
Miss Alea and AJ running around with the candies.
You won't fall asleep in that church.
No, ma'am.
Here's some more Candyland coming. And I believe this is the Liberty Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Christmas in Candyland. They have a gingerbread house, Candyland Archway, and Candyland characters. And they want to wish everyone a wonderfully sweet holiday season.
Candyland is a favorite of
I see.
everyone today.
I love the driver with the pink hair.
He's committed.
Yes, very
Okay,
committed.
yeah, this young man here is quite committed too.
Yes, he is.
He is getting
He
a
is,
workout.
he is fleet of foot.
You get down, young man. He has some
He's got
steps.
somebody to join him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is Gracie 912 Fight and Fitness, a local mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu academy. The float is this year has a chess theme.
Jiu-Jitsu has grown in popularity immensely in the last few years with MMA and all the things that go on with that and pay-per-view.
Yes, that is a tough sport, a tough sport.
And right behind them, the very famous in Hinesville Youth Challenge Academy, the Color Guard platoon.
They do an excellent job with those young people, giving them a second chance at life.
Absolutely. Everybody deserves a second chance.
They are looking good out there, all in sync.
Looks like they've done well with their second chance.
Right.
This group looks like they're getting ready to graduate here soon.
That's good. That's
They'll be
good.
in and out before the end of the year.
And that's their car following behind.
Georgia National Guard Youth Challenge Academy. Great program.
Here comes the Low Country Large Cars United. Okay, these aren't just cars. These are like 18-wheelers. Well, tractor-trailer part of it, the tractor part of it.
The diesels, I think. Now, these are just more than large cars.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
They are monster trucks. They're huge.
Yes. Beautiful, powerful.
These trucks are used all over the country to connect our economy.
Yes.
And such a big part of what's going on in coastal Georgia and the port and the deepening of the port. All those goods coming in from overseas have to go somewhere.
That's right. That's right.
And they come right here through Savannah all the way from
Everywhere.
our
All around
west
the world.
coast. That's right. Yeah,
They move America.
That's right.
exactly right.
I think a lot of times people take for granted what these guys and girls do.
That's right.
They work really hard and they make a lot of sacrifices to make sure that we have everything we need.
That's
Stay
right.
on the road when we're not on the road.
Help keep cost of goods down, having enough long haul truckers to do the hard work that needs to be done to get us our goods.
We love having them in our parade. Remind us of the work that they do.
I love how beautifully decorated they are. They're really lit up. I tell you, when you hear those horns on the road, it gets your attention, doesn't it?
Yes, they do.
My dad always told me that, son, stay out of their way because they're working.
That's a good one.
Stay out of the way of a working man.
That's right.
You know.
And people take a lot of things for granted. They cannot stop on a dime. You know, we can barely stop on a dime when we're on the highway going as fast as most of us go. Give them some space.
Carrying a lot of weight.
I do have several entries in the parade this year.
I don't think anything's on the road tonight. They're all here in the parade.
As committed as these folks are, I bet they leave here and hook up to
That's right.
a long trailer.
That's right.
Got
Get
a
some-
trailer, so they
get
got a
some
load
miles
waiting
in.
on
Got to
them.
make up some hours now.
That's right.
Got something waiting on them.
Maybe this doesn't count against their log.
Hopefully
Maybe
not.
not.
Hopefully they gave them a little bit of time here.
The big trucks.
It's funny that the name is Large Cars.
Appropriate.
United.
Well, look at Snoopy.
United large cars.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Oh,
This
wow.
is ESG.
Operations.
They always do like kind of a little dance for us.
Yes.
This is neat that the kids
truck
get
is
to see
amazing.
this type of equipment. You don't get to see that every day.
And this is what helps keep our city clean and maintained, well maintained. ESG does an awesome job. Their operation provides full service operation and maintenance, management, and consulting to the government and private sector across the southeast of Georgia.
He's doing a little showing off.
Putting on a show.
Takes some real skill to operate these pieces of large equipment.
He knows what he's doing.
Look at him stopping there.
And right behind ESG is the Hinesville Property Management and Maintenance Service.
Hines House.
Hines House. With a Connect 4 game.
Hines House. I love that.
They provide a lot of properties to those that are in need of residential assistance and do a great job of what they're doing.
Here are the Smile Doctors. They're orthodontic care, resulting in beautiful, confident smiles and genuine, unforgettable experiences. And boy, we all know when we can get our teeth right, it changes our whole lives.
Yes, it does. The Smile Doctors.
We might have to send some of those Shriner hillbillies over to the Smile Doctors.
All right.
They probably don't want it.
They don't. They don't.
Is this more of the Smile Doctors? No? Yeah, Orthodontics Fender and Goggins Orthodontics.
Hanging with the Smile Doctors.
Oh yeah, we know what this group is. It's the YMCA, and I think they're dancing to the song.
YMCA.
The YMCA does a wonderful job. They've been serving the coastal Georgia community for more than 160 years.
Wow.
And they work to strengthen community through 3 areas of focus: youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And this group right here operates through Bullock, Bryan, Chatham, Effingham, Liberty, McIntosh, and Glenn counties. I want to say hello to Ms. Crystal McGee, who is their executive director. And right behind them is the mayor's first place award here tonight. And it's a big man in a red suit coming right now. I'm so excited.
Yes, here he comes. The one everyone's been waiting on. It's Santa Claus.
The souped up truck from the Hinesville Fire Department.
That's how he gets around to all the houses. Pastor, he's got a souped up truck.
Yes.
Souped up truck.
Santa Claus has arrived. Take a look, everyone. This is what we've been waiting on the whole evening. And I tell you, this is one of I think this is Santa straight from the North Pole right here.
That's
it doesn't get much better than the Hinesville Illuminated Christmas Parade, Santa Claus.
My boy Marcus Baird is there driving the truck.
He's your Rudolph.
Yes, sir. We got the real Santa, the real deal.
Well, that also signifies the end of our parade, so we certainly want to thank you all again for being here. We hope that you have a happy holiday season. Good night, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Romney Smith at WTOC for The News Now. This is where we bring you updates of stories that we're working on for you right now. I want to thank those of you who are joining us on the various platforms that we're on, including our website, our apps, our over-the-top platforms like Amazon Fire and Roku, and then social media accounts like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So we are continuing to follow news of a train crash that killed a man this afternoon. The railroad company, CSX, taking full responsibility and acknowledging that it was one of their employees that was hit and killed by a train this afternoon. That man was working on train tracks in Estill. The railroad company says they are thoroughly investigating what happened to see if the accident could have been prevented. CSX had a team in Estill all afternoon long examining the area where John Humans was struck and killed. At this point in time, it's not exactly clear what kind of maintenance was being done on the tracks or why Humans wasn't aware that the train was coming or couldn't hear the siren. An Estill police captain says anytime he has seen a train come through, they always make their presence well known.
They blow it every several feet. So if on a typical day like today, if we were standing here, you probably couldn't interview me because it would blow from when it enters town all the way to the end of town, when it enters out of town.
Keep in mind, some trains have recording devices on the front end, so any data or video and audio like that, along with any witness accounts or pictures that were taken from the scene, will be part of the investigation. Humans worked out of Yemassee and had been with CSX for 10 years. According to our research, he was married and had 3 children. So again, the train crash that killed a CSX employee in Estill still under investigation tonight. We know that these trains are notorious for letting off loud noises as they make their way into populated areas. And we're also asking questions of, did he have something preventing him from hearing that? Did he have noise cancellation earphones on that maybe they couldn't see? Or was anyone else by him, and why did no one notify him? So a lot of questions going into this investigation. It's something WTOC will keep track of and give you updates as soon as we get more information. For those of you on Facebook joining us right now, a lot of you commenting CSX Strong from one person, a mad face emoji from Kimmy Hadwin, Dorica Field saying prayers are with him and the family. Certainly a heartbreaking situation for someone who's been a dedicated employee to CSX. Moving on to another story, members of the law enforcement community came to Savannah to honor John White. If you don't know who he is, pretty special guy. He's the last surviving member of the Savannah Police Department's Original 9. The Original 9 is the name given to the first 9 black officers ever hired to the Savannah Police Department. His last name is White, and he's actually the first black police officer, not just here, but actually in the entire state of Georgia.
I didn't think 75 years ago that I would be a part of the change in American society as a Marine and as a police officer.
The Original 9 officers were sworn in back in 1947, and White served for 37 years, retiring back in 1984. Pretty neat piece of living Black history here. All right, so you guys know this weekend that Georgia takes on Alabama and Atlanta, but before we get to the big game, we have a special to get you extra hype for it before it airs. So the SEC Championship kicks off at 4 o'clock right here on WTOC, but our coverage begins at 2 p.m. Tim Guider, Ken Greiner, Jake Wallace, all in Atlanta right now. They will break down everything in our SEC Showdown special from Atlanta, and then you can just keep watching because the game, Alabama and Georgia, will face off at 4 o'clock right here on WTOC. We are very excited for it. We know you guys are too, so stay tuned all weekend long. It should be a lot of fun with a very good game. Who you got? Georgia, obviously. I know that. I know where we live. We're in dog country. All right, guys, that's all we have right now. We will have a weather update for you at 9 o'clock tonight. See you then.